5 people in the crowd, you know, but yet your job is to still make those 5 people laugh, uh, and had the
Uh-oh.
people.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry about this, Red.
The Cabbage Patch Doll is here.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh boy.
I thought it was Rion entering.
I knew he was coming.
I thought Rion was coming on, and now
What's up, Whoopi?
Oh, no.
Russell, tread carefully.
What's up, Whoopi? You and me, us never part, monkey da. Me and you, us have one heart, monkey da. Ain't no ocean, ain't no sea, monkey da. Keep my sister away from me, monkey. You told Harpo to beat me, head ass.
Hello, Paragon. Oh wait, I mean Paragon the peasant.
You know what? I'm not dealing with Lindsey right now. You talk so much junk on social media. You know what the worst part about it is, Russell?
What you gonna do, Paragon? You gonna tell me a joke?
You know what the worst part about it is, JR?
Tell me a joke, Paragon.
I see so much of me in you, but it's all the wrong parts of me.
Right. Okay.
Your arrogance, your hubris. Your need to feel like you mean something when you already do. Who are you trying to prove it to, baby? And you know what the worst part about it is, JR? You know what the worst part about it? You call yourself a king with a crown that was given to you by your woman. Well, a crown given to you by your woman. You could be a king if you earn it, but right now you're the king.
Okay, first off, look, let me address this, Paragon. Let me address this. The last person that mentioned Brittany's name, it didn't go well for him. So I suggest you watch your mouth.
You are the king of nothing because your Burger King crown was bought by your woman.
The king is talking, boy. The king is talking.
Honestly, what are you the king of?
Second of all,
where's your kingdom?
Where's your crown? Let me tell you
because my crown is right here. My crown is right here. This is my crown. And with this being my crown, I actually had a conversation with somebody. And
let me tell you this, Paragon. Let me tell you this, Paragon.
Will you be at Atlanta Pro on Sunday?
Let me tell you this, Paragon. You showed me your music at the last time I saw you at the last IPW show, right? Let me tell you something. J.R. Lindsey isn't shook by anybody. Do you know who you dealing with?
He's bringing up old conversations. I'm talking about Ileana
Pro.
Will you be at Ileana Pro on Sunday?
Let me tell you something, Paragon.
If we're talking about,
look, let me tell you something. If we're talking about music, I will wash all of you motherfuckers in this wrestling business. Do you understand? That's what I'm the king of.
You talking about yesterday's news, and I'm talking about today's topic.
Let me tell you
Will you be at Ileana Pro on Sunday?
Let me tell you something, Paragon.
You've been telling me a lot of nothing.
I am the king of music and wrestling. When you
are the king of burger and king.
There ain't nobody doing it better than me. Do you understand? What I'm doing right now.
Will you be at Ileana Pro Wrestling on Sunday? Will you be?
Paragon. Paragon. Let me tell you something. What I'm doing right now is bigger than me. I'm bridging music and wrestling in a way nobody before me has except John Cena. Do you understand? I'm starting the revolution. That's what makes me the king. Whoever said that, be quiet. Now,
excuse me?
You talking to your mama like that?
You're gonna talk to me like that, Russell?
Who said that?
Your mother.
You done fucked up, AA Ron. You done fucked up, AA Ron.
I'll see you Sunday.
Oh shit!
I'll be there.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
Let me finish addressing Paragon.
Don't ignore your mama. Don't ignore your mama.
Look, Paragon. Look.
He ignoring you.
You like to bring up women, huh? You like to bring up women, boy. You're a freaky little man, ain't you? Let me tell you something. You know that ain't shit dick.
You're very concerned about women's periods to be yelling at Paragon.
Okay, first off, the king makes declarations, and if you do not like them, you can take that up with the council.
Look, I'm going to ask you one last time. Will you be at Ileana Pro Wrestling on Sunday?
Yes, I will, Paragon.
Okay, so then I'm challenging you.
Wait.
Championship.
In case you're living under
the Emerge Heavyweight Championship.
What about
Talk about you want a crown because you're a false king with fool's gold. This is the real thing. So if you want to prove who you are, then show up on Sunday, get that ass whooped, and understand why anybody can get it. Do you accept my challenge?
Challenge accepted, Paragon.
Okay, finally. Damn.
Paragon. Paragon, this is what you don't
understand.
understand.
To answer my damn
Paragon, this is what you don't understand. You like to compare yourself to me. I don't like to compare myself to you. That's the difference. You see yourself in me, but I don't see myself in you. I see bigger.
That's because you haven't reached my heights, baby.
That's what makes the difference,
you
Paragon.
Can't see yourself in me when you still at my ankles.
Let me explain the difference, Paragon, between me and you.
I'm about to say, if you're at the bottom of the mountain, you can't see the mountaintop. So of course you don't recognize me because you're not recognizable.
In order to
Game recognize game, and I don't know you right now.
Look, in order to obtain the confidence that you have right now, if it's real, came from you calling yourself a demigod and going on a journey to find yourself and coming across all these stupid revelations that somehow convinced you're a good comedian. And so now you have the confidence that you should.
I made more money doing stand-up comedy one day this past weekend than you made in wrestling and music this whole year. Learn your place and learn that there are levels to this.
How much did you make?
Why are you watching my pockets now?
Oh, let's talk numbers. I'll talk numbers. Let's talk numbers. I'll talk numbers all day. Let's talk numbers.
You know what? Let's talk numbers. How many championships have you held outside of Illinois?
Music, Paragon, if you want to bring up music,
how many championships have you held outside of Illinois?
What?
How many championships have you held outside of Illinois? How many championships have you held outside of the Midwest? How many championships have you held on different coasts? How many actual names? I don't mean somebody who was a name in your state. I mean actual names who have had contracts, who have actually beaten somebody, who've actually been somewhere, who've actually traveled. How many of them have you beaten? What have you accomplished to call yourself a king? What have you done to call yourself a king?
Look, this is why I can call myself the king, Paragon. If we talk about music, this is what you need to know.
Back on music again. We talk about wrestling. He want to go back to music.
No, because we're talking numbers. We're talking numbers. So let me tell you what the numbers really are. Just one of my songs alone has over 300,000 streams. That's more than any amount of views you've ever gotten on a match, a song, if you even put your music out. All of that combined together doesn't even topple my one song. So you're under my foot, boy. You're looking at
hold on. So he's talking about 300,000 streams, right? But here's the part that he's not talking about. 300,000 streams equals like $7 in actual music.
The king is not finished. Let me tell you
he's bragging about $7.
You like to bring up women.
That's why he likes The Rock. $7 studio right there. There we go.
You like to bring up women so much. Let me bring this up. I saw one of your little stand-up routines. You were talking about how you give out ain't shit dick. Well, apparently, if you've been giving it out for as long as you say you have, and I don't see a woman by your side yet, obviously that ain't shit dick. Really ain't shit.
All right, so first and foremost, you're talking about because you like to publicize your relationship. I'm not going to tell you what I got going on in my bedroom because I'm actually a gentleman. I don't talk about stuff I don't need to talk about. So you're not really proving anything except for that you like to kidnap your own girl's dog.
Paragon,
got you there. Got you there.
Well, you're living in the past, Paragon.
You keep bringing up music when we talking about wrestling. What are you talking about?
You on your recent post,
today, Junior. Literally today, Junior.
I gave you that. I stumbled. That was my mistake. At the last show, you showed me your song, and to your credit,
now you're talking about 3-4 months ago. Right now. What have you done for me lately?
Wait, hold on, shut up. You might want to.
What have you done for me lately, Janet?
You might want to hear this.
Okay.
To your credit, this is where I am a king and not a liar. You showed me your music. I gave you your credit and I gave you your flowers. You are very good at music, young man. However, I would never be shook a day in my life by another soul in this music world or this wrestling world. Do you understand, Paragon? That's
Brother,
what makes
we talk about wrestling. I feel like Allen Iverson. We talk about practice.
We're coming back to wrestling.
We talk about practice.
We're coming back to wrestling. Let me tell you, this is what makes me special and different from everybody else, Paragon.
Is it because you're like a smaller version of Mark Henry?
Silence. Silencio Payaso, Paragon. They say a fool is born.
Now say something else in Spanish.
Now look, a fool is born. Cayete. A fool is born.
He learned all those from the Wayans brothers, mind you.
Look. A fool is born from someone who can take heed of danger and still face it, not knowing the consequences. But that's also how a brave soul is formed. Do you understand, Paragon? I don't become the king that I say I am from taking word from people and being like, oh, you shouldn't fuck with Paragon. You shouldn't challenge him. You shouldn't want to fight him. You don't want that smoke. I call myself the king because I hear that shit and it goes from one ear and out the other. Okay.
But there's no brain in the middle to stop it.
Hold on, but you know what? If you called yourself the Braveheart, I would have no problem because you're showing me you got heart and you're brave. You call yourself the king, but you have no accomplishments to accompany that, to back it up. You talk about music when I talk about wrestling. You bring up comedy when I bring up wrestling. I try to literally say, hey, you say you want the smoke and you're willing to fight anybody. I'm the world's most dangerous game. Anybody can get it. Fight me for my title on Sunday. And you keep talking about music.
This is my question. What makes you so dangerous?
Look at my accolades. Look at my track record. Look at what I've done to people. Look at who I've beaten.
Is it the necklace you wear around your neck? Like, what makes you dangerous? Does your gear have spikes on it? What's so dangerous?
He just told you.
Obviously, you're the king of not listening either.
Russ, shut up. Listen to me. Paragon just held up his title, his prestigious title, and challenged you at IPW on Sunday. And you have said nothing that is meaningful about that challenge.
I'm about to give Turtle a rematch.
What the fuck?
No, look, let me just say this.
No. You are going to shut your mouth and you're going to answer the question. Do you accept the challenge of the world's most dangerous game?
We would not speak Turtle's name in this call.
Turtle. Go
ninja, go.
JR, shut up.
You saw what I said on Facebook.
Do you accept the challenge? Do you accept Paragon's challenge? Yes or no?
I accept
you scared little bitch. Accept it.
That belt is going to be mine, Paragon. Do you understand?
Finally.
Accept the challenge.
I'm going to bring the belt and I'm going to bring some cocoa butter.
Some cocoa? What, you going to rub it on your ashy forehead?
You can't tell nobody they ashy, fam. Your elbow's so ashy. Every time you clap, LeBron chalk dust come out of them.
Oh, God.
just in God we ash. Like, goddamn. Like, you so ashy, you walk and then just ash dust just be flying off you like pig pen from God.
I'm glad that I can contribute to your next stand-up routine, but this isn't about
you don't contribute to my next stand-up when I talk about like, hey, so this dude challenged me and then I whooped his ass. Now back to some actual story and meaningful events. JR, I'm gonna take my time with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my time with you. You want to make the jokes of trying to claim that I'm Diddy and there's freaky parties and whatever like that. All these really flat jokes.
You're a nasty boy.
They're very elementary. I'm about to bring you to college. I'm about to bring you to grad school. I'm about to give you a doctorate and ass whooping. All the other stuff, that's cute.
You gonna give it to me like that, Paragon? You gonna give it to me like that? Hashtag no Paragon.
Pause.
No
don't say it like that. Pause.
It's no Paragon. No Paragon.
Pause. Why are you saying like that's pause? Come on, fam. Like there's children that listen to this.
I said no Paragon.
Man, that's really elementary. I need you to do better. I would really love for your trash talk to be elevated because I know you have it in you, but you're not showing me that. What you're showing me is you are a character. Have character. Don't be a character. Have character. I know that you're talented in that ring. I know that you give people the beat 'em ups. I love that about you. Hell, it's one of the reasons why I said I wouldn't mind tagging with you. And then you started doing whatever this bullshit was. And I'm like, you know what? You got to find yourself. That's fine. But I'm going to tell you like I told you on social media, because maybe they hear it from me. You don't need to put your hand on a hot stove to know it's hot. You don't need to be in the ring with the world's most dangerous game to put yourself in danger, because trust and believe, skydiving is safer. But that's not what you want. And that's fine. Because honestly, having this championship, other people wait for challenges to come to them. And normally, I step in the ring with the most dangerous and the biggest and the baddest. Not the biggest mouths and the baddest hairlines and just people who just piss me the fuck off. And
we're coming for hairlines?
We coming for hairlines. We coming for the Cabbage Patch cheeks. We coming for the Whoopi Goldberg dreadlocks. We coming for the fact that you were a football player and now you're a king. We coming for the fact that you just straight up stealing MVP and Mark Henry's look all at the same time. We're gonna talk about the ashy kneecaps, and every time you sit down, it goes. Yeah, we're gonna talk about everything.
I like this. This is my type of feud right here. If you want to talk about stealing, Paragon, why don't you give Black Panther his gimmick back?
Hold on, you feud. In order for this to be a feud, I gotta actually consider you like, someone worth feuding with. You are not my rival. You are not my enemy.
Paragon.
You are a lesson. You are the meerkat who thinks they're the mongoose and they're trying to step up to the damn jaguar. And I love it because after I do what I do to you, then the rest of that cesspool of Illinois pro wrestling that does not see red in our family is going to be like, damn, we should have learned after what he did to Chris Logan. Damn, we should have learned after what he did to Marche Rocket. Damn, we should have learned after what he did to Ewok. Damn, we should have learned after what he's going to do to Shaq Jordan. And damn, we should have learned after he literally threw Steve in a trunk and then threw him on his wife's rose bushes it was about 2 weeks later, and had to find him, and he was shook it. You want to play the world's most dangerous game, and that's fine. I just hope you are ready because there is no restarts. There is no resets. You get to one life, and then you get set to the back of the line like everybody else that tried me.
Paragon, show me where the button is so I can press it. I press buttons every time somebody tells me. I poke the bears, Paragon, and I find it pretty interesting. You call me a bobcat. You don't even realize you're the
I didn't call you a bobcat. I called you a meerkat. You are Timon from Lion King. Guess
what? You're the saber-toothed tiger that doesn't realize he's past his prime. His day is gone, okay?
I clearly said I was a jaguar, but I appreciate you comparing me to a saber-toothed tiger. I really much appreciate that. I know you want to do the whole great white shark megalodon. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you your flowers. When it comes to your in-ring ability, you are straight up a tiger when you want to be. The issue is you allow meerkat mentality to screw you over. You're not a meerkat. You're not. You are a big cat amongst a bunch of prey, amongst gazelles, amongst sheep. But you don't act like it. You're too busy trying to tell people that you're a badass instead of showing people that you're a badass. I'm not the world's most dangerous game because I call myself it. The tribe calls me that. I'm not the world's most dangerous game because I think it's a cute nickname. It's because I stood in the ring with people who knocked my eye out the socket and made them tap out. I want you to be the king you claim to be, but stop talking it and start showing it. Because the issue is, I believe in you more than you believe in you. The issue is, you're pretending to believe in you, just like I used to.
That's what we're
the demigod, and I hate it. I hate that in you. And I'm going to beat the demigod out of you. I'm going to beat the king out of you. And when I'm done with you, I will recreate you in my image to find the real damn you. Because this ain't it. Or maybe it is. And if it is, well, you had a good run.
Paragon, that's where we're different. And that's what we're going to always be different. I tell myself I'm the king because I believe it, okay? I tell everybody else I'm the king and I'm great because I believe it. I don't tell myself this because I need to hear it. I tell myself this because I need you to know it.
Did you prove
Paragon,
it?
That's what makes us different. And that's why we'll never be the same,
Did
okay?
you prove it?
I've proven in my whole career, Paragon.
How did you prove you were the king?
Everything I'm doing right now. Look, Paragon, this is why I call myself the king. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm putting down building blocks to build a legacy. I'm living real life, building a career spanning mansion. You understand?
Look, you have really small hands when you keep doing that. Don't do that with your hands no more. Your hands look small. You look like you have really small hands and you're trying to prove a point because you went from the bottom with a small loan to prove that you were the king. Okay? You're like, come on, fam. Your hands look small.
Paragon, what I'm doing right now is building an empire. Do you understand? Every single thing I'm doing right now is contributing to that empire.
I hear you, man. You're building your empire, man.
Yeah, I hope you do.
I hear you, man. You and Hakeem and Jamal, y'all building y'all empire, man.
I hope you do hear me. You're going to feel me too. Because what you don't know is you're dealing with
Why you want me to feel you? Pause, man. Come on now.
You're dealing with a person that actually spears people for a living.
I'm about to say no Lindsey. I'm about to start saying no Lindsey because he keeps saying stuff, man. Pause, man. Can you say pause at least like once? Damn.
I'll say pause when you hear the decent spear. You know that's that shit you do when you be like, ugh, and you throw yourself to the side and then fall off and then
that's funny. You say I hit a decent spear, yet my undecent spear wins me championships, and yours. When's the last time it won a match against someone who mattered in a match that mattered in front of an audience that was there? Oh, that was practice. Okay, cool.
Paragon, I've won a championship with that spear. I've speared someone off a ladder with that spear. Okay. I don't know I don't know what your spear has done. Okay. Because I don't pay attention to you, but I don't think.
How do you know I do a spear? Why are you lying again? Stop. Come on. You don't got to lie. I gave you your flowers and now you out here lying again. You know what? You don't have to give me my flowers because pretty much the flowers you give me probably just going to be Venus flytraps. That's cool. You could talk about my spear. Cool. You could talk about my razor's edge. Cool. You could talk about my ankle lock. You could talk about my uranagi. You could talk about all the stuff I do. The thing is, you're not going to be able to talk once 1, 2, 3 happens. You're not going to be able to talk when you're screaming in pain from a submission. You're not going to be able to talk when you have to go in the back, look your woman in the eye, and say, I talked all that shit, and I lost again, but I'm your king, right? I matter to you, right? Because at this point, we know it ain't the looks. We know it's not the success. So your personality must be really what's holding on her tight with dear life. Your personality is holding on to her like Dwayne Johnson's hairline before he finally shaved it. Like you holding on for dear life. You got that blue Tista ball spot going on right here, holding on for dear life.
What's holding on to that imaginary girl by your side, Paragon? I don't see where you speak.
My fiance is in med school. So what are you trying to go at? My fiance is in med school. My fiance is in med school. So what are you trying to say? Like, I'm glad that your fiance is a wrestler, but mine's in med school. And so why would I put her in the public eye? What does that do for her or me, except for make creeps on the internet reach out to her? And I'm pretty sure Brittany knows that pretty well. I'm sure you know that pretty well. So, shoot, see, Red knows it, Steve knows it. So why would I curse her with the public eye? So you could try again. And then you can say my tribe. I mean, you can look on my social media. If you listen to those at the show, hell, look at the love on Dear Pro Wrestling, my podcast that you can check out right now. It's literally made it on the podcast streaming week after week after week since it came out. One of the number one podcasts on our actually the number one podcast on the In Your House channel. So like you can keep on throwing these jabs. I have Carfax. I have receipts. I can prove all this. But I don't have to prove anything. You're the one that has to prove you're a king. You're the one who has to prove that you're good enough to win my title, not that I'm good enough to defend it. And that's cool.
Look, we've done the banter. We've done
Russell. You have to learn a couple lessons here. Sometimes less is more, and he who speaks first loses. All you had to do is accept the challenge. That's all that we needed. Son.
No, well, hold on, Steve. Yes, he did need to accept the challenge, but no, I wanted to hear what he had to say.
Paragon, look.
I kept challenging him to ask him to show me his promo skills. He didn't really show me them tonight, but that's okay.
That's okay.
He did take some nice jabs. They were very cute, very elementary. They probably would have worked on leg drop music, but the thing is, you're playing with heavyweights now. This ain't the welterweights that you get to, play around with and have rap battle wrestling matches. You're facing somebody who's world traveled. You're facing somebody who's coming for heads. You're facing somebody who don't care about that cute little rap music beef that you got going on, who don't care about you kidnapping your girlfriend's dog, who don't care about the big ass chain you had around your neck, who don't care about the football and the Russell Shuffle. Now you're the king. I don't give a damn about none of that. Because when you get in that ring with me, that's what I care about. I care about who you are when that bell rings. Don't tell me you're a king. When that bell rings, show me you a king. All that jibber jabber, you prove to me that that's not your lane when it comes to me. It may work with somebody else, not your lane when it comes to me. You probably feel like I've been cutting you off so you didn't get your stuff in. Well, I knew you were coming. This wasn't a surprise. I knew this was happening. And I need to give you a lesson. And hey, do you want this opportunity? Because guess what? you are doing all this barking and bravado because you're trying to get attention, whether you want to admit it or not. You are. You're trying to get attention because if you bark in bravado, that opens the doors to other places. That gets attention to companies you're not currently working for. But you know what gets attention more than that? Facing a company's champion that travels. So I want to see what happens.
If I want attention, if I want attention, coming at Paragon isn't something that I'm gonna do that I feel like is gonna garner me attention. What I'm gonna do is go and release a fucking great ass album that people are gonna be streaming all the way from Asia. I'm gonna do shit like that if I want attention. Okay. I don't need to cry for attention. I definitely don't need to look for it, especially from somebody like you.
All right, so we're gonna give Turtle the title shot.
Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck you're doing here, brother. You got a shot at the Emerge Heavyweight Championship. You don't want it. That's an opportunity, and you're talking about music. The fuck is wrong with you, Russ?
No, I say all that to say this. Okay, as fun as it is to do the banter and the back and forth, this is where that honesty that I talked about comes into play. Paragon, I would be lying if I said you're not somebody that I look up to when it comes to wrestling. I would also be lying if I told you that I think you're not good in the ring. As a matter of fact, I want to say about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, you were actually somebody on my dream match list. Okay. So as fun as it is to play like I don't know who you are or play like you're a fucking pushover in the ring, I know you're not. I know that I've looked up to you in the world of wrestling, but this is where we have a problem. When I look at you, I see everybody else before me that doubted me. So that whole, I didn't think you would make it past 2 weeks of training. I didn't think you could be a pro wrestler. I didn't think you would last this long. I see all of that when I look at you. And that's because you tell me things like, wait for your time to come. It's not your time now. You think you're ready. And when you put that in your head, Paragon, you'll never be ready. You understand? The king isn't born from people telling him to wait for his time to come. The king comes from somebody that goes and chases opportunity and chases destiny. I'm not waiting for my time. I'm taking my time now and letting you know that it's my time. And that's what makes me great. Everybody else behind me can wait for the opportunity to come. I'm going to get my ass up and go chase it.
Okay, can I, before you say something, Steve, can I address you, JR?
You may.
That shit you said right there, now that's the world's most dangerous game. You bring that shit on Sunday, and I'll give you my best. All that stuff you said right there, that's what I've been waiting for with all that social media bull jive you've been doing. You bring that guy, you get my best. But you bring that bullshit you came on the call with, and I'm going to treat you like I treat every single motherfucker I don't like. I'm going to just run through you. I'm going to embarrass you in front of your people, and I'm going to walk off. But you bring that guy, and I'm going to give you the gift that O'Shea Edwards gifted me, an ass whooping. Plain and simple. You said you see me as the guy that told you wouldn't last 2 weeks. Right? Because I say, wait your turn, wait your time, you're not ready. And I see that same guy who was told, why professional wrestling when you can do music? Why professional wrestling when you got hired by Disney Channel? Why professional wrestling when you are an amazing writer? Why professional wrestling? Get a regular job then. You don't have to do this wrestling thing. And then I kept turning my doubters into believers. The issue was I wasn't having fun no more. I stopped trying to prove my supporters right and started trying to prove my doubters wrong. And that's what you're doing. You don't got to bump your head to learn that shit hurts. But if you bring this guy, I can work with him. But the ass whoop gonna be the same. Bring this guy. Bring him on Sunday. That's the guy I said I want to wrestle. Bring that guy. Bring the guy who's hungry. Bring the guy that is willing to admit he has something to prove. Because that guy deserves a championship opportunity. That guy is why I issued the challenge, because I'm wondering if that guy's going to show up on Sunday. Don't let me down.
Challenge accepted, Paragon. The only thing is there will not be a beatdown coming to me. There will be a baptism coming to you.
We ain't talking about what's going to happen after the match for the women's is. We're not talking about that. Why are you bringing up the baptism, a little nasty? Don't tell them what I'm going to be doing in my spare time. Why are you so nasty?
Russ, that's good. You said enough, but I will give you this advice. When I post this later on tonight, I want you to run this back. And you don't have to watch all of it. I want you to watch from when you came on to right now. And I want you to pay very close attention to everything that was said to you, because you have been given an opportunity that many people would die to get. A shot to become the Emerge Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. The Paragon has gifted you an opportunity. A win over Paragon and taking that belt off his hands makes you a king. You have an opportunity, son. You can't talk shit. You got to back it up. Watch this back. Learn. IPW on Sunday, Richton Park. You have a shot to get everything you've ever wanted if you choose to step up and take it. The question is, can you really rise to your crown, King? We're going to have to answer that. Don't say another word. Just log off. You're done, but I want you to think about it.
He not.
Gotta press the button.
Right.
You gotta press the. There we go. There it is.